This is the first little foray into the secret garden this spring. This is a patch of no man's land out the back of the allotment that we've slowly over the last few years been putting a few little trees into. Last year we decided we would try and actually grow some food out here. We planted a whole pile of squash out here. We didn't have a lot of success. The soil wasn't very good, but we're going to carry on this year. I'm going to start and just put some cardboard down and some mulch on the top to try and get them a little bit ready. I'll probably just put squash out here again because there's plenty of room for it to ramble around. We've planted lots of comfrey and I'm pleased to say it all seems to be coming back. Kenny was out here the other day strimming it on pain of death of chopping down the comfrey. He managed not to, thank goodness. I've got a couple of hollyhocks coming back as well that I put in last year, as well as beech trees and poplar trees and all kinds of little scrappy little trees like that, which I think are little fruit trees. I doubt they'll fruit. Last year as well, one of the subscribers suggested that we should just put fruit trees out the back here, which I thought was a great idea. Anyway, earlier this year when Tesco's had the offer on the fruit trees, I think it was, I can't remember now, it was very cheap, £7 for 2 or something like that. So I ended up buying a cherry, a plum, an apple and a pear, and we'll put them in back here. This little one's cherry, definitely alive. I've got a little plum here, again this is definitely alive. Got 2 little twigs further back here. This sad little twig and another sad little twig there. Anyway, we definitely thought they were dead. However, happy to say there's signs of life. Not sure if you'll be able to see that there, but this tiny little twig, it's got some little buds on. Likewise on this one, there's a little shoot here and some little buds. So we'll have to really take care of these over the summer, make sure they get plenty of water, and hopefully we can bring them back from the brink. It's an apple and a pear.
It's pretty heavy actually.
Just lower it, pressed against the fence. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do here, but I've got cardboard and I've got mulch. I think I'll just lay some down in various spots to try and kill back the grass in preparation for putting probably squash in, as I said. Take it off as I go. Chuck it all over.
Pass it all over?
Yeah.
Stressful, this. Do you want the box as well?
Oh yeah, I can just shove it back if it's... Just discovered this. This was in our allotment until the autumn there, and it's a honeyberry, which is related to honeysuckle, but it grows edible fruit. It's done terribly in the allotment. It was just like a woody, nasty mess. didn't get any fruit at all. And I dug it out and I was just gonna throw it away. But instead Kenny planted it out here out the back, and actually it's thriving. It looks so much better, vibrant positively, and it's got flowers on all over it, not masses but a few, so we should get a little bit of fruit off that if we can catch it at the right time and come round here and collect it. Very pleased. I'm going to harvest some more rhubarb today. Rhubarb has just taken on a new lease of life for me. I've always struggled with how much sugar you've got to add to make it palatable. You know, you've got to add so much, it seems, to cancel out the benefits of eating some nice fresh fruit. Until recently, and I found a recipe for fermented rhubarb. I do quite a lot of fermenting. I make yogurt, make kefir, I make kimchi and sauerkraut. So it's not new to me, so I tried it out. Basically all you do is chop up your rhubarb, put it into a jar with between a 2 and 5% saline solution. You leave it for a week or two and it ferments, and actually what it does to the rhubarb is it removes all of the acidity and all of the tartness out of the rhubarb, which means you can eat it without any sugar at all. What I've been doing is putting it into a smoothie every morning, no extra sugar. It's a revelation to me. So as a consequence, I've gone absolutely mad and I've ordered 6 rhubarb crowns. I don't know where I'm going to put them, but yeah, it's another way to use rhubarb, so I'm pretty happy to discover that. But this one keeps trying to go to flower, so I have to keep pinching out the flower heads. I'm all bundled up, it's absolutely freezing. Now, a couple of weeks ago I saw on a Charles Dowding video the quite surprising fact that he doesn't bother to harden off the majority of his stuff. He only hardens off things that are very tender, like, you know, aubergines or something like that. For his lettuces and all those kinds of things, he just puts them straight out onto the borders and covers them with fleece, and he reckons that works just fine. I'm willing to take his word for it because that's how he makes his living. He's got a market garden, he sells lettuce for crops. So about a week or so ago, I'd put all these things onto this table and covered them with fleece straight from the greenhouse without, you know, putting them in, putting them out, and they're fine, which is quite surprising in view of how cold it's been. We had a little bit of a frost last night. It was just on the top of the flat roof extension. I can always see it there, but not really on any of the plants or anything. So, and it's due to start to get a little bit warmer. Certainly it's not going to be as cold as that again, I don't think. So you might think I'm daft, but I'm going to plant out lettuces today. Look at them, aren't they lovely? Definitely ready to go out. I've also got a nice tray of spinach there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant them. I keep the lettuce in the back garden because I just find it handier for picking for the teas and that, rather than having to go to the allotment. Yeah, I'm just going to plant them out in the border down there. Now the reason I'm confident that they're going to be fine is because I've got a few rocket and lettuce that I've self-seeded there from last year, and they've been growing there quite happily through all this inclement weather, and they're not frost nipped at all. They're absolutely fine, so it's clearly sheltered enough in that spot. Once I've got them out, I'm going to cover them in a bit of fleece again for the next few days, just until they're acclimatized, and then they should be fine. Planting out at last, yay! This is the little patch where I plant the salad stuff. These are bits of rocket that's self-seeded. There's quite a few of them. There's 3 little lettuces there already. These little lettuces here are from a packet of seed called Morton's Mixed Lettuces. It's just a variety of cut and come again lettuce. So I'm just going to put them in a little grouping, these same ones that I've planted here, as I'm going to be picking kind of baby leaves off them. They can go quite close together. Not aiming to form a head with these ones. Well, as always, I've got a bit of a bizarre looking contraption going on here. It's never neat and tidy with me. I cannot seem to do it, but it'll do the trick. I'll be taking all this fleece off probably at the end of the week when all this cold weather's passed. That's the first seedlings in of the year. Very much looking forward to having some proper salad from your own garden. Hope your garden is growing well, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.